Hello class, your resident tutor is here again because I am sick of posting this on my IG story. So at this point, I feel like I have to make a full-blown video about this because people are not getting it. You're not getting it. And with the way some of you are going with your DMs, not only to me but to other people you send it to, you will sleep there forever. Honestly. And because I want to make the world a better place one step at a time, I'm going to be teaching you how to successfully send a DM to someone and increase your chances of getting a reply on Instagram. Now, the first rule is that you should not just send hi or hello to someone. Some of you will just say hi and expect a response like hi what, hi who, hi dog, hi what, excuse me, please be for real now. And let me just tell you something. For some reason, hello is better than hi. Just take it from me. Hello is better than hi, because hi is supposed to be the response to hello. You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. These things matter. You just don't know. It matters. Hello, you actually put effort into typing 5-letter words. Hi is hi. And some of you don't even know how to spell hi. You're writing HY. You're writing HY. Jesse, calm down. Anyways, the first step is to greet. You can say hello, you can say good morning, however you want to do it, but greet the person. Next, introduce yourself. Introduce your name and who you are. Next, you state why you are in the person's DMs, what the person can do for you, what you want. State what you want and how the person is going to help you achieve it. Whether it's a business proposal, whether it's a romantic one, whether you just want to be friends with the person, whatever it is, just follow this template I gave you. Greet the person, introduce yourself, you state what you want and how you're going to achieve it together and why. Okay? Point number 2. To increase your chances of getting a response by 99.9%. I didn't say 98%, I didn't say 100%, I didn't say 97 and below. I said 99.9. To increase your chance to this point, you also have to state what you're willing to do for the person or what you would do in return for the person, or how the relationship would be mutually beneficial to both of you. And you have to state something that makes sense. Don't be an idiot. And do I hear people saying, oh my god, people are so transactional? Please come closer. Let me whisper it to you. All relationships are transactional. All relationships, especially at the beginning stage, are transactional. The only relationship that is not transactional is that of you and your mother. The relationship between you and your mother is not transactional. Why? Because nobody asked her to give it to you. She decided to give it to you of her own accord, so she has to bear the consequences of bringing you to this world. Apart from that, every other relationship is transactional. So it's a give and take world. You give, you receive. You give, you receive. So you have to make a proposal. When you're making your proposal, you have to talk about how the relationship, whether it's a business relationship or a romantic one, would be beneficial to both of you. Even friendship one, girls send messages to girls too. Like for example, like 2 IG baddies that like, they feel each other, they see, hey, I like what you're doing, I like how you take your pictures, I like this, I like that, I think we can exchange information. That's how I see 2 baddies being friends. Now, if you don't have anything to offer, I'll tell you what to do. There's this popular Nigerian actress that got married a few years ago. When she was talking about how she met her husband, she said she posted on her stories about a chocolate she has been craving. Now, this is her favorite chocolate. She's in Nigeria and this chocolate is mostly in UK, so she cannot really, it's really scarce in Nigeria, so she posted it on her stories. And her husband, who was just a follower then, replied to the stories or sent a direct DM telling her, hey, I can send you this chocolate, like basically offering to send her the chocolate. And that was how the relationship started and they got married. Now obviously she knows why he wanted to buy her the chocolate. She's not stupid. Nobody is stupid. Like, we know when you do those things, we know you're interested in something. I don't know if you're a Christian, but give and it shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over. I think it's also in Islam. In fact, it's not just in religion, it's just a principle of life. Now if you have nothing to offer, you just want to get help from someone, then you have to appeal to the person's philanthropic side, because now you're a charity case. I think every one of us have this savior complex. We are trying to save someone from something. It makes us feel good, like a hero. Like what I'm doing now, I'm trying to save you from future embarrassment, from getting aired. So you have to use words like doing this for me would really change my life. If you do this for me, you're basically saving a life. Whatever you want to be saved from, whatever you need help for, you have to appeal to their philanthropic side. Now, they don't teach you people these things in school. I'm basically giving you correct information here, so you better subscribe. Later in this video, I'll be giving you examples of the DMs I got and the ones I responded to and why, and the ones I didn't respond to and why I did not respond to them. So stay tuned. Don't skip any part of this video, okay? So now, in order to make an offer to someone, you also have to know what they like, the places they like to go, what activities they like to participate in, and things like that. So that's why it's not advisable to just see a pretty face and just send the girl a DM, or see a handsome man and just send. You have to study to show yourself approved, okay? And with the information you've garnered from their post, from their profile, from their stories, from their highlights, it can help you with your proposal. You get it? Every DM is a proposal. If you don't know it now. So you have to do it well. And that leads me to my next point. More often than not, when you send a DM, before the person replies, they go check your profile and your post. And this is why your profile and your page should represent the person's shareholders value. Oh my god, I'm such a business student. Well, basically, you cannot be looking like a tout with no future ambition. There is no business DM or romantic DM that will be successful if they go to your page and you look like a SoundCloud rapper. Yeah, dressed the way you want to be addressed is not a myth. It's real life shit. Maybe there are people that are into that type of thing, but most people like people that look good and responsible. So your picture quality and profile information matters a lot. Look, it's not my fault that the world is shallow, okay? Sometimes you have to remove emotions from something so that you don't cry, and bring logic. Logically, you are also sending the DM because of what you see. You like what you see and you're sending a DM. So the person also has to like what they see, because it's not just you, it's not only about you now, it's also about the person. So if the person goes to your profile and they don't like what they're saying, most likely you're not going to get a response, and even if you get a response, it's not going to be a positive one. So that's why you also have to have an out of body experience. Like, try to check how your profile looks from another person's phone. So as an example, I'm going to be discussing with you the different types of DMs I got and the ones I responded to and the ones I did not respond to. Now check out this one. It said, "Hey pretty, in September." I did not respond because obviously there was no introduction, there was no purpose, there was nothing. Just "Hey pretty." That's so Facebook. Like, go to Snapchat and do that nonsense. On Christmas Day, he sent, "Hey Jessica, compliment of the season." I posted a picture and that was when he replied. I don't like it when I post a picture and get a DM from someone that has been following me for a long time. Like, if you wanted to talk to me, you would have talked to me since. Why is it that every time you only want to talk to me when I post a pretty picture? I don't like that. Personally, I don't like that, especially when I know you have no purpose. Like, we don't have any business thing going on. It just doesn't give me a good impression of you, especially if you're a man and I know what you're trying to do, what you want. And he does this constantly, where the only time he sends me a message is when I post a picture. And then in January, on the 2nd of January, he said, "Good evening Jessica, how are you doing?" Now we are not friends. I don't know you, you don't know me, we've never met before. So the way you're sending the message, you did not state your purpose, you did not state what you want, you did not introduce yourself, none of this, and you keep sending a message like we are friends and we are not. It's just, yeah, it does not work. Now this person is interested in me romantically. How do I know? He posted something in regards to that in my comment section under one of my pictures. So I went to check his profile, and then under one of his picture, the caption was, "Football is my life. I will disappoint my girlfriend, but I will never disappoint football." Now, why would anybody want to be the girlfriend of this kind of person? Is it just me? I don't think so. Just like saying, "I would rather scam my business partner than leave football." Like, it may be a joke, but it does not help with anything. You may be sending people away with what you're posting. Let's just be honest. And this is another message. "Hello Jessica, I saw your YouTube video and I wanted to ask some few questions." Now with this one, he said hello Jessica. He greeted, he stated his purpose and what he wants, but he did not say why he wants it. Like, so he just said, "I wanted to ask some few questions," full stop. No, he did not put any of the questions, he did not put why. I'm sure this person is from YouTube, because I have another YouTube channel where I used to talk about moving to the Netherlands, how to get admission into a university in the Netherlands, and I specifically said in that video. If you want to ask questions, leave it in the comment section. But if you want a private one-on-one conversation, you have to book an appointment, and I said it is not free. So basically, this person didn't book an appointment, which you have to pay for. He did none of that. He just put, I wanted to ask some few questions, full stop, nothing else. And maybe if he had put some of the questions there, I would have answered them. Sometimes I'm just in a good mood and I would just answer some few questions, but usually you have to book an appointment. Now here's another example. Hello dear. This person sends it on the 31st of January. Hello dear. Nothing else. No introduction, no purpose, nothing. What am I supposed to do with that? Tell me, what am I supposed to do with that? I was watching one video on YouTube, and someone was saying, yeah, but girls are always making rules for certain people. Rules are only for certain people, and if it was a celebrity that sends the message, she probably would have responded. Look, come closer, let me just tell you something. Celebrities and average people do not play by the same rules. This lesson I'm trying to teach you now is on logic. We are setting emotions aside and bringing logic in. You cannot, I've said it countless times, you cannot compare yourself to a celebrity. You are not Drake, you are not Usha, you are not Beyonce. Oh my god. You are not a celebrity, you are an average person like me. So most likely you have to put in more effort. People don't become celebrities for no reason. People usually aspire to be high so that they can have certain privileges. Getting a response to your message is not your right. You don't have the right to it. If the person decides to do it, nothing would happen. If the person decides not to send you a reply, there is nothing you can do about it. So it's a privilege. So average people and celebrities do not play by the same rules. It's just the reality of life. So move with purpose, move with intention, especially as a man. I'm saying especially as a man because it is mostly men who DMs people on Instagram and don't get response. So I'm giving you the tea on why you did not get a response. Most likely your message was not clear, it was just vague. You only sent a message when she posted a picture on Instagram. She went to your page and didn't like what she was seeing. Now let me read an example of the one I responded to. Basically, it was a successful DM. This was what he sent. Hey Jessica, how are you doing? We recently matched on Bumble, but Bumble doesn't let men send messages first, so I couldn't text you. I extended the time, but it's already running out, so I decided to check IG. Nice to meet you. Basically, there is no way I would see this DM and not respond. Why? Because he introduced himself, he stated the purpose on why he introduced himself, and then he showed that he put in some effort. So basically, we matched on Bumble and I did not send him a message. And with Bumble, if you don't send a message, the match expires in 24 hours. So after 24 hours, he extended it. Usually, extension requires you to pay some amount of money, or you're basically using the paid version of Bumble. But either way, you have to give something to get something. So he extended it and I still didn't respond, so he came to look for me on IG. Efforts. Why would I ignore these efforts? Why? Come closer. Why would I do that? There is no reason whatsoever to avoid it. And then when I went to his profile, he looked clean and responsible, like someone you can bring home to mama. When it comes to men, it's not really about how fine you look, it's mostly how you present yourself. When it comes to women, of course, how you look. So if you're a woman, you have to present yourself in a way that you look good. So basically, that's an example of a successful DM. Now I'm not saying you should copy the same exact message and send it to someone else. Like, there are different situations and different people require different types, but basically just follow the format. Last but not the least point you should consider is, are you both equally yoked? Because I see no reason why you, as a man or a woman with 90 followers, will be sending Beyonce a DM and expect a response. Tell me how. I mean, did you see her follower count? How many people is she following? I don't think she's following anybody. Or you send a DM to Taylor Swift and expect a response. What are you thinking? Is it Delulu? Is it delusion? I think it is. If you're not equally yoked, your chances of getting a response is really slim. It's better for you to use Gmail. At least now it looks like a professional message. If it's a business proposal, use Gmail. And if it's a romantic proposal, forget it and go for someone your size. And if you want them so bad, you just have to elevate yourself. You either have to level up or forget it. Don't do past yourself. Don't go they do past yourself. I know we would like to think everybody's the same, we're all on the same level, kumbaya. It's not the reality of things, okay? Even if the person usually responds to DMs, they get a lot. They have too many followers and they get a lot of DMs. Sometimes you just have to apply logic and let that shit go. Let that feelings die in natural deaths. If it's a business proposal, send it to their Gmail. Do not send it on IG. If it's a romantic one, forget it.
Forget it.
Which is the problem?
Forget it. I don't want to eat poison.
Just use it as a motivation to level up. And some of you will be sending a business proposal and you'll be telling them you pay them in exposure. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
If you had the exposure, you would not have sent that DM. Are you Louis Vuitton? Are you Fendi? Are you Yves Saint Laurent? Huh? These are the people that can actually give you exposure because they've actually invested a lot into building a name for themselves. So if they offer exposure, if they send a DM to someone offering exposure, it will make sense because they've built a name for themselves over the years. You as a small business, in fact the person you're sending a DM to has more followers than you, and you're saying you're going to pay them an exposure and you expect that you will get a response. Always make sure your proposal is mutually beneficial. I hear someone saying, oh, so you would promote. I'm not an influencer, by the way, but I have 100 and something followers on Instagram, so don't worry, I'm not an influencer, but I'm just trying to give you their perspective on why you're not getting a response to your DMs. Some of you would say, oh, so you would promote a big brand but you will not support small businesses. Look, come closer. Like I said before, this life is a give and take world. If someone's promoting LV, it's mutually beneficial because the name LV is big. So you wearing a designer brand kind of gives off a rich image about you. So it's giving something to you, to your brand. You as a small business is not giving anything, you're just taking. So there is no room for comparison because I've seen this a lot online and I don't usually contribute to such conversations because I can't relate. I'm not an influencer, but I get the rationale behind wanting to promote big brands for free and collect money from small brands. They are not promoting big brands for free because they love that brand so much or because they are trying to help the brand. No, if anything, the brand is helping them because looking expensive is a lifestyle on Instagram that gives money. If you don't know it now. A person who looks expensive is more likely able to convince other people to buy what they are selling or to participate in whatever activity they propose to you because it looks like you're rich, you work hard, and yeah, it just gives off a certain vibe. Like now, if I say I work with Yves Saint Laurent, you automatically think I'm that girl. Like, how is it that you are able to get connected to people like that? But you as a small business is not really giving anything, you're just taking. If she's promoting for you, she's not getting anything in return. She's not really adding anything to her brand. It's just a charity case, and at the end of the day, nobody owes you anything. It's just the reality of life. Nobody owes you anything. So if someone refuses to do something for you, especially when it's not going to be beneficial to them, instead of complaining, find another way to get what you want or just level up. Because most likely when you're sending a DM, you already know the value that person is going to offer to you, but that person does not know the value you would offer to the person. That being said, no matter the type of DM you're sending, number one point is really important.